we had a very major support level which was broken yesterday itself, and then we have seen, like I was expecting, uh, first of all we have draw this zone here, and it was supposed that market will take a pullback from here, and like as it does. And the other part I was expecting that once it takes a pullback, it should go till here. Now why here? Here it was a fair value gap we have like this. Plus one thing. Once the support is broken, that support becomes a resistance. So here we have two confirmations. One, this was a strong support and then it become a resistance after a breakout. Then later on we have a fair value gap here. Now this fair value gap is very big. So we have one method, what we used to do, like fair value gap. We'll take the half of that fair value gap. I mean the 50% of that fair value gap. So 50% was this red line, 4031. What happened? Market came to 4031 and exit from our line. It was trying to take a reversal. Then we came on the 5-minute chart, and on the 5-minute chart, what we have saw, it took the rally. Here it took the resistance. So here the market does the time pass, little time pass, and then this candle was a satisfactory candle, and then here was a sell. Now in the previous trades we have learned one thing, like what we used to do, once it came to a resistance we used to directly take the trade, but from now onwards we are not going to directly take the trade until and unless we don't get a multiple confirmation or an exact entry method. So what entry method we followed today is that once it took the resistance, we have seen we have to search for a fair value gap after the it respects our resistance zone here. So we were searching for the fair value gap. Now on the 5-minute chart, of course. So here we got one fair value gap and we were waiting this fair value gap to get tapped. Once it get tapped and we see a reversal in our direction, we'll take the entry. So what we have does is that the market came like this. It came, it took the resistance from our line, it retested, but still our trade was not confirmed. So it took a reversal, it created a fair value gap here. And once it has created a fair value gap, we were waiting for the price to tap that fair value gap. So as we can see that fair value gap was tapped here. So we entered at this position that stop loss will be above the fair value gap. And simply we got 2:5, 2:3 or 2:5 also we have achieved here. One thing. Now, the second trade we took, it was continuously after our trade was executed and it was successful. We have seen it has formed the another resistance zone. So this was the other resistance zone. I'll mark it with red. This one, this we have seen. So price was multiple times taking rejection from this price zone. So here it was a resistance and then this resistance got broken, and then we have seen it also went up from our fair value gap, and then we have seen what the price has does is that it has grabbed the liquidity of this major level plus this fair value gap, and it was falling from here. So I just simply took the entry at this position. We were waiting for the confirmation here and we took the entry something like this. Like this. Here it was our stop loss. Yes, and the target was in this line again. Not satisfactory, but since the liquidity sweep was too strong, so I was expecting 1:2 here. But somehow the market news came, the CPI data was got released from the US, so we seen this huge big candle. So luckily we had put the stop loss, so we didn't make a much loss. But yes, always respect the stop loss. So now onwards, yeah, one more mistake we used to do in the earlier trades that once it comes to resistance, we directly used to enter. So now onwards, we'll create a entry method where like we need to wait for the fair value gap, and the fair value gap will be get tapped, and then only we'll be entering the trade. So that's it for today. So this was our today's analysis and the trades we took. Yeah. So thanks.